In honor of all the plaid on plaid on plaid in season 1, guess who's plaid in the house? Stupid. Hey guys, this is EastSide Story, a behind the scenes look at the making of EastSiders, the series, with me, your host, Kit Williamson. Make sure that you like and subscribe, or I'll die. Alright, here we go. Where's my fucking thing? I lost my thing. Oh, here it is. Field notes. Hipster trash. So we're on episode 2. 12/21/2012. We didn't call the episodes anything at this point because I had this idea in my head that people were going to look closely at the date that is displayed on the episode. Spoiler alert, nobody looked at it, nobody got it, everybody hates me. Originally, I wrote the first 2 episodes to coincide with the Mayan apocalypse that didn't end up actually happening. So we had the first episode come out a week before the Mayan apocalypse. The second episode, which takes place the night before the first episode, actually released on 12/21/2012 in the hopes that gay blogs would write about it. And they did. Thanks, guys. And also it was an opportunity to have a party, have a reason why everybody would be coming together narratively. Story reasons. For no real story reason, Jeremy is speaking to his mother in Swiss German. The reason for this is that I found out after casting him that Matt McKelligan actually speaks 5 languages. So perfect, we'll have him speak Swiss German, it'll be super cute, and it will further reinforce the fact that Tom should definitely be with Jeremy instead of Kyle.
Who the fuck is Kyle?
Alex, why?
Want to speak German or?
I'm supposed to speak German? Du liegst verret Hensen, du liegst verret said, ja, Max Verker Svensson, Max Verker du Devin. Probably gibberish. So we open on Cal and Tom having a fight about an essay that Tom has published about their relationship that he's trying to pass off as fiction, but it's obviously not fiction. That is not the case with EastSiders, the series, by the way. More on that later. This is not an autobiographical show. I mean, it's not an entirely autobiographical show. Anyway, you'll have to figure out what's real and what's not. Or maybe I'll tell you. But look at that scarf on Tom. That is a early 2000s Urban Outfitters scarf if I have ever seen one. Pay attention to Tom's scarf. There is a callback in season 2 to this moment and a scene that is actually shot to mirror this moment. We're going out with a bang.
Oh, we're going out. With a bang.
Ooh, with bang.
Cal is drinking his drink, he's drinking Tom's drink. I want you to count the drinks that he has this episode. Nobody play this, but you could get real fucked up on an EastSiders drinking game just by drinking whenever Cal drinks. And you can't really blame him because he knows that something's up with Tom. Tom laid out the breadcrumbs to the witch's house of lies and kind of subtly hinted to Cal that he's been fucking around on him again. So we go over to Kathy's apartment where we get to meet Ian, played by the lovely and talented John Hallback, who happens to be my gay husband in my gay real life, and he plays straight on the show. You'll notice in the show, almost every actor playing gay is gay, especially in season 1. I wanted to give gay actors the opportunity to play gay characters in a gay show, and also give gay actors the opportunity to play straight in a gay show. So Kathy is just this whirlwind of energy as usual. In one episode when she bursts out the door, she actually left a hairbrush stuck in her hair. I thought that was hilarious, but it was a little bit too broad. Definitely one for the blooper reel. There's so much music that I love in this episode. It's all music that was by my friend. The Lexingtons have a song right away leading us into the bar. We have a song by High Fashion. I'm obsessed with High Fashion if you don't know them. They're a Silver Lake local band. Amazing. Amazing. The gang gets greeted by Quincy, who is played by Stephen Guarino, who's been a close friend of my husband John's for over a decade. They met back in New York working a moving gig where Stephen drove a moving truck through Manhattan and they ate fried chicken in the back of that truck. John and his friend, also named John, got on dollies in the back of this truck as Stephen drove it down the West Side Highway, riding around. Very out of character for them. I don't know, that's the story. And Quincy is dressed, I don't want to say as a Mayan because it's not really politically correct. It was 2012. Got a Mayan-inspired outfit, let's say, which includes the deluxe edition of Rent, the musical, compact disc earrings.
My earrings are made of the Rent musical deluxe edition.
This was Stephen Guarino's choice that he brought from home. I said, Stephen, wear something dumb. And this is what he came up with. And honestly, it couldn't be dumber. I love it so much. Class, sophistication, eleganza. Stephen Guarino.
Okay, very cute hate crime.
So we get there and immediately Cal orders a double shot of whiskey and a PBR, bringing his total drink count to 4. Pay attention, that number is going up and up and up. There's even a montage.
Give a crap if you don't like my hat, because I know it's amazing. And I don't give a poops if you don't like my hoops, because I know they're amazing.
At the 5-minute and 35-second mark, you can see Matt McKelligan in the background. Little Easter egg that Jeremy is always looming over their shoulder, because he's at the party. We have a drinking montage, dancing montage. Kathy is a private dancer, a dancer for money. She is feeling herself.
Amazing, amazing.
My favorite part of the drinking montage is definitely the drag queen barbecue, being over it behind Kathy. Just everything she does. I feel like we get like 30 eye rolls in rapid succession from Barbie. We also have the first appearance of the hipster girls, Leslie and Marissa, who I had waited tables with both of them. I love them so much, and I thought it would be fun to kind of like throw them in as a Greek chorus of season 1 of EastSiders. Pay attention to them, they show up a lot throughout the series. And hipster girl number 1, played by Leslie, agrees to sell Ian a ring to give to Kathy as an anniversary present, because Kathy is really drunk and sad because she's never gotten an anniversary present.
How dare you? I do remember our anniversary. I got you this wrench.
Also, I skipped the fact that Kathy and Ian go straight to the photo booth where they make out, and Kathy threatens to break up with him because that's the kind of party she is. And Tom and Cal make out in the photo booth for an honestly uncomfortably long amount of time. It was like a terrible makeout session. Tom probably has a bruise on the back of his head being like drunkenly thrown into it, because that's how I kiss. Then we are in the bathroom. This is not a set, ladies and gentlemen. This is a real bathroom, and I am really on that floor, and it is really sticky. Girl, we're back. You can have a good time with fun. That's what Cal says.
You can have a good time with fun.
No.
We actually have our first moment of ADR. It fucked up what day of the week it was in the script. I actually ADR the word Friday for Matt McKelligan. Nobody's ever pointed it out to me, but I always feel like it's obvious.
Don't you usually work on Fridays?
Yeah.
The jig is up, the cat's out of the bag, the hand that rocks the cradle. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know that Tom's in deep shit, and Cal wants him to know it too, and he says that they used to be roommates.
We used to be roommates.
Mean, but deserved. And then he runs away from Tom. Tom gives chase, but he can't find him because Cal is hiding under a car. True fact, I once got way too drunk at a Scissor Sisters concert, ran away from John, and hid under a car. I'm not proud of myself. The song at the end of this episode is Max Vernon's When Your Body Break. I met Max when he was performing at the Sidewalk Cafe in New York back in like 2006. We were introduced through a mutual friend. I was just immediately taken with his music. He gave me a CD, because those still existed back then, that I would play all the time. And this was on that CD, and it was like an earworm that was always stuck in my head. Perfect that we were able to use it in the show, using the trailer as well. So that's it. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for episode 3. We are gonna keep doing these motherfuckers unless pay us to stop. So we're running a Kickstarter campaign for season 4 right now. Make sure you like and subscribe and click the link below to donate, or share that link on your social media if you can't donate. Literally every share helps. Thanks, guys.
Standing there with bated breath, watching the world pass by in front of you, and wondering if you'll get what's left. Oh, you deserve better than that, and you're gonna